Sarva Punya Vihari Mukti Sarva Girivadhari Yamuna Nirada Hari Yamuna Nirada
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
I'll give an example that I was just fixing my phone, calling AT&T, and they fixed my phone via the computer, and the lady asked me, she said, is there any other questions you have? So I said, just one. I woke up this morning around 4:30, and I said to myself, Self, you're 61. And then I said, but I used to have a body that was 6, and that body is now gone. Then I had a 10-year-old body, and that's gone. And a 20-year-old and a 40-year-old, both those are gone. And now I'm in a 60-year-old body, and I'm the same person, but I'm in a different body. So I must be something different than this body. So I said I was thinking about it for a while, and I began to understand that I'm just conscious of whatever body I'm in. And I said, if I'm not this body, and I'm consciousness, then there must be a conscious entity from which I've come. And I'm trying to figure out what my relationship with that supreme or conscious entity is. If you could please answer that question, I would appreciate it very much. And her response was, that is one of the most amazing things I've ever heard in my life. And it is true, I agree. We can't be these bodies. We have to be the consciousness, with the consciousness in.
Then Gargamuni asked a question. He said, if I don't feel like bowing down when the others bow down, should I still do it? That's a famous question. What is it? Prabhupada said, yes, you should.
By bowing down, you'll feel like...
By bowing down, you'll feel like doing it. Oh, yeah.
Once having a darshan with Prabhupada on Henry Street, and it was interesting. Pradyumna had brought a teaching assistant from Columbia University to see Srila Prabhupada. So Prabhupada asked him what he teaches, and he said he teaches religion. Prabhupada said, I've heard him do this several times to people. What is religion? And the man said, well, religion is a search after the divine. And Prabhupada said, yes, that's very good, but there must also be finding.
The reason why I feel great indebtedness to Srila Prabhupada is because in my mind he is the sadhu who would understand the needs of Westerners. There are many first-class Indian sadhus, but most of them think these Westerners will never get it. They will always deal with us according to our bodily identification. But Srila Prabhupada looked past the bodily identification, and he saw in all of us, Western or Indian, Russian or German, pure spiritual souls who are part and parcel of Krishna. He did not make any differentiation. He didn't make any judgment.
We've known each other a long time, birthday boy. And before I sing, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, you need help. You've got this dual identity thing going, and it's very confusing. They all know you in one way. It's like this mystic vegetarian guy. And then you got your Krishna friends who know you as Woody Allen with a shaven head. And then you invite me to sing Happy Birthday, and I know what's going to happen. It's like half the people know you one way, the other half know you another way. So we get to the end, happy birthday, dear. Gotta decide. You gotta decide.
Boko.
Robert Owen to you, Ramatirtha to me. Can't say what Bhakti calls him. In polite company.
India is become more and more part of the globalized world, which means the commercialized world. Of course, this process started not just in recent years, but hundreds of years ago, and that's a long history. And one thing it's a positive effect is it makes travel to these places, well, relatively easy. So the travel infrastructure is there. I must say, since I started coming to India, the travel within India has not really improved that much, but okay, some changes are there.
Sometimes in dancing kirtans we go wild. Isn't it our sense enjoyment rather than Krishna? The Mahaprabhu's kirtan, they also went a little wild. Our whole Krishna consciousness movement is wild.
Including at the time growing their hair, and they got suits, and they made this very elaborate arrangement through the father of this devotee that was in a big position in a very major corporation in the United States. It had a branch apparently around Hong Kong or China. And everything was being done step by step. But when Srila Prabhupada heard that it was so difficult, he said, the time is not right. He said, when the time comes, then you will know and you'll be able to enter.
By serving the servants of the Lord, one gradually gets the qualities of such servants. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
First, the milk and sugar exist, and then they combine to become a rasagula. Yes, first Radha and Krishna exist, then they combine to become
One time,
Lord Chaitanya.
I was in a place where there were all people all around. There were ladies, there were men, there were brahmacharis, there were grihastas, there were mothers, brahmacharinis, everybody was there. And I was kind of giving some, I think I was leading a kirtan. And there were bees around. And a whole little group of those bees flew under my dhoti and up. And they were trapped up there. You know, my legs, my thighs, all these different places. And they couldn't get out. And because the cloth was pressing against them, they panicked. They were stinging me again and again. It was like, and I couldn't let them out. because I would have been like a Naga Baba. If I would have had to publicly take my dhoti to let them out. So what would you do in that situation? You know, there was all respectable people and everything. Anyway, somehow or other, I ran away and took my dhoti off and let all the bees fly away and said, thank you, thank you, thank you. Krishna has his way of humbling all of us. I'm thinking I'm the controller.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,